Welcome to the live Americor Advantage Client Story Series, where we speak with clients who are actively enrolled in our debt resolution program so we can hear their stories, learn more about their experiences, and share them with you. I'm Karen Chavez with the Client Success Team. Today, we have Dory Kowalski from California, who has enrolled in our program for 10 months and is on her way to becoming debt-free. Dory, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, glad to have you here with us. Now, before you tell us about your early months in the program and how it's going so far, I'd like to quickly remind the audience what the Americor Advantage program is all about. Our team helps individuals eliminate their enrolled debt by negotiating with the creditors on your behalf to reach an agreed upon settlement amount that you can repay for less than what you originally owed. And instead of dealing with them directly, their phone calls, letters, emails, our team manages everything for you. Your part is simple. We set up an FDIC insured trust account in your name. And over the course of 24 to 48 months, you will make small predetermined deposits into that account. Then, when the account reaches a certain amount of money, our negotiators can approach your creditors and work towards a settlement for you to pay less than what you owe, using the funds from the bank account where you've been making deposits. Those who stick to the monthly deposits in the account we set up for them, on average, their first settlement happened within 4 to 7 months. If any creditors try reaching out to you before negotiations begins, our clients send them our way, and we handle all the communication with them for you. Our negotiating and settlement experts have helped thousands of clients and have settled more than $2 billion worth of debt so far. Now, this is your opportunity to tell us a little bit about your story. Now, what led you to Americor and why did you choose to enroll into the program?
Well, I had a shopping problem.
Okay.
So my credit opened. I worked hard to get it good. And then I just started getting all these offers and coupons, and things happen in life, car repairs, and now I could get things done that I wasn't able to do in the past, travel to see my family. And it just got a little out of hand. And then we had the pandemic hit.
Yes.
So I ended up having to take a loan and use my credit cards during that. So I got up to where I had 11 credit cards, and I was charting every month how much I was paying. And it was when I started doing that and literally writing it down that I noticed my balances were not going down. Mm-hmm. So it was very frustrating. If I looked at each card, I could say, oh, I could pay that off. But if you told them all up together, I realized I can't pay them off. And it just was taking all my money for just minimum payments.
Got it. Got it. Now, your story sounds a lot like a lot of our other clients out there too. And I really thank you for sharing that with us. And thank you also for choosing us to be your partner through this difficult journey. Now, we understand that the first few months of the program can be challenging, and as you're making deposits into a new account, but not to your creditors. So you're either not hearing from your creditors at all, and you're unsure where they stand while you're in the program, or they could even be calling, harassing you, but you're not paying them, which could be concerning. So can you tell me what your experience was like during the first 3 months of the program? Were you hearing from the creditors?
Well, I was not actually. I did the letters and I did the emails. I replied, stopped any text messages. I unsubscribed to the emails. And then I sent out those cease to communicate letters. Mm-hmm. I only heard from one creditor. And when I told them that I was in the Americor plan, all they said was, I'll make a note of it. And then I never heard from them again. So it wasn't until I did that process that I didn't hear from them. So I was surprised. I thought I would get bombarded, but I wasn't.
Got it. Okay, so you really did just send them our way and we handled a lot of the communications for you.
I'm assuming you did because they didn't
Yes.
call me.
Yes, well, that's a good thing. That means that they were contacting us instead. Now, our team is here to be there for you if the creditors try to reach you. And we encourage our clients to send any communication from them our way, and we'll handle it for you. So as long as you're making your monthly deposits into your new account, you're on track for success, Dory. As soon as the account reaches an appropriate balance, our experts begin negotiating with the creditors so that you can pay less than what you originally owed. Sound like your program?
That's what I want.
Perfect. Did you track your process in the client portal to see how much money was in your account to build up and maintain assurance that you were headed in the right direction?
Yes, I was able to make additional payments at the times when I had money. So I did do that, which helped a lot. And then it kept me on track.
All right. Now, we encourage all of our clients to enter into the portal so you can see where your money is going and the progress you're making towards reaching to the point where our experts can begin negotiating your debts for you. Please remember that all funds deposited into the trust account remain your funds until a settlement agreement is reached and agreed to by both the creditor and you. Then the funds are allocated to the creditor and you're that much closer to becoming debt-free. So Dory, my next question is, how long into the program was your first debt settled and how did it feel?
Well, I had a loan with OneMain, and believe it or not, they were done really fast. They went in, I don't know, maybe under 2 weeks, believe it or not. So they moved really fast, which surprised me.
Okay.
And then it was like maybe 3 months later, I got another one. So I didn't have to wait 4 months, actually.
2 weeks and 4 months. It was OneMain, and what was the other creditor?
I want to say Capital One, maybe.
Good.
So
How
those
did that
two went fast.
And now how did that make you feel, having those debts settled as soon as you had mentioned?
I was relieved. At first, I wasn't sure I believed this would really work. I was kind of worried that I was putting myself into a bankruptcy position
Mhm.
and going to really screw up my credit, but it just went really smoothly, really quick. And I'm almost done with the plan, I think. I think I'll be done in like maybe another year. I might try to pay it off early, but I'm really liking my zero interest payments. So I think I'll just use my money for other things.
I like that. That's great. It looks like you're one step closer to becoming debt-free. Are you more confident that if you continue making your deposits, that all of your debts will be resolved?
Yes, and that's allowing me to save. And my goal is to buy a condo one day soon. So the first step was to be able to get out of this debt so I could actually save money for that.
Well, I'm right there with you. I like real estate shopping, so excellent. What would you tell someone who is nervous during the first few months of the program as they're making deposits into a new account, but they're unsure about how things will eventually play out with the creditors?
My big mistake was I did not include every single card that was eligible. I told myself I would pay those cards off and I wouldn't use them, but I did use them. So life happens. You're always going to have things that come up unexpected. And if the card is there, you're going to use it. So you don't need the emergency nest egg unless you want to rack up your cards again. So I would just enroll every card that's eligible and save money. And that's your emergency nest egg. If you have to get a loan, you have to get a loan or something, but your credit card is not your savings account. So just save money, enroll the cards, get an affordable payment, and pay yourself a paycheck of a savings every paycheck.
That sounds like sound advice for anyone that's looking into the program for sure. Thank you for that, Dory. And I can't say how much we are thrilled for the opportunity to be able to help settle your debts. And I also want to thank you for your time in joining us today as well.
I feel better. It is so relieving to just have a payment at zero interest as opposed to when I was trying to manage 11 credit cards. It was just crazy. And if I looked at all the interest, my big mistake was I didn't do it sooner. I should have nipped that in the bud real quick.
All right. Well, that sounds good. And I can't say how thrilled and appreciative I am of you as well. For any of you watching who may be in the early stages of the program, we encourage you to stay in touch with our team, just like Dory did, and reach out to us with any questions and or concerns. And remember, as long as you're making your monthly deposits into your trust account, you're on track towards financial freedom. Our team is ready to negotiate with your creditors, and we are here with you every step of the way with one goal in mind: helping you become debt-free. If you'd like to watch more conversations with clients actively enrolled in the program, please check out our YouTube channel via the link below. Thanks for joining us today, everybody.